Sorry about that, it was a postman. Yeah, kind of forgot on where I was. Yeah, any other information you need will be in the description box. Readings are general, so it's whatever spirit wants to make clear to whoever will be watching. Yeah, so Scorpio, what does Scorpio need? Oh, eclipse portal energies is what I'm reading on at the moment. Because these eclipses are bringing with them, like in the astrology surrounding them, is bringing a number of shifts and changes and what have you. Justice showing itself again. I get the feeling that's going to be a big one for you, Scorpio. So, right, let's find out. Scorpio, the Hierophant. So, spiritual teacher, tradition, the star. So we've got awakening energy here. This is healing, awakening. It's a lot of major arcana. So what else do we need to know for Scorpio? Yeah, this is information coming in. It's bringing awakening energy. I'm not taking both of those because I don't think they were meant to come out. That was just bad shuffling on my part. What else does Scorpio need to know? There we are. King of Cups. So the King of Cups is an energy who, I mean, it can be a water sign. It can be a masculine. But as an energy, it's a more sort of masculine energy where the intuition and the logic is balanced. I mean, you could say that the Hierophant, although it's a Taurus card, has a King of Cups energy about him. You know, he's got, you know, he's kind of got his knowledge and his intellect balanced. So, I mean, it could be that it's as obvious as there's some kind of masculine water sign that's going to be some kind of spiritual teacher for an awakening process, but that, if that's the case, that's going to be very specific for maybe one or two people. I feel this is more about learning to balance after an awakening. Learning to balance the logic and the intuition side of things, kind of like making sense of the spiritual world after a lifetime of being, a lifetime to this point of being kind of asleep. So, yeah. Let's see what comes out with this. What do we need to know about this Hierophant? Jumps on the floor. I'll get the next one before I pick it up. Right. Wow. Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands. Both indicate fast incoming communication of some description. So this is knowledge. Wow, I've got loads to say, they're jumping all over. So this is, yeah. So this could be a teacher arriving in your midst that's going to help you with this situation. It could be that you've been that person for yourself. You know, you've been through an awakening process. This could be cross-watcher as well. I get the feeling that for somebody watching for a Scorpio, they're watching to find out where somebody is with their awakening, and this is the information they've been looking for. They've been their own teacher, basically, and they've been working really, they've had a lot of information coming in really fast. It's going to be a really quick kicking in, a really quick sort of kicking in of psychic gifts, or a really fast sort of upswing in psychic gifts. Yeah, that's basically that. Let's see. What do we need to know about the star? Strength. And the Seven of Wands. So for some, I feel there's been a lot of lessons learned there's been this levelling up, and they've had to learn a lot of strength to deal with it. There's maybe been a lot of confrontation from people who don't understand your journey and what you've been on. And you've had to really hold your ground in order to not feel crazy, you know. And with these coming out with the star, I feel that there has been a lot of healing taking place with that too. It's like all of a sudden the dots are connected and everything kind of makes sense. Let's say this King of Cups. But somebody's really been learning some lessons, doing some healing, applying. There's a chance, it's transformative. Yeah, King of Wands. Started out with the Knight of Wands. We're coming across this with this, on this King of Cups. We've got the King of Wands. What do we have to go with this? Right, we've got two. So the Nine of Cups in the Tower. There's been this tower that has led to the wish fulfillment. This feels connected to the Pisces reading, perhaps. Yeah, so for some there's been a tower moment that has led to wish fulfillment. It's kind of like blessings in disguise type of energy. It's like the King of Wands energy. It's also like a little bit sort of a spiritual leader type. You know, he's very sort of, his passion, his soul. He like lets the soul lead, if that makes sense. I feel like there's been a lot of levelling up from somebody here with this. There's been a spiritual awakening. The High Priestess was trying to show itself there as well, which confirms what I was trying to say there about there's been a spiritual awakening of some sort. Somebody's had a tower, they've been pushed right to the edge of their sanity. I haven't the will be, so sorry about that. But it's, you know, it's kind of necessary. It's bringing you more, you know, like, than you ever would have dreamt of in your sleeping state. So what do we need to know about the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands? These three were trying to jump out a minute ago as well. Okay, so Nine of Swords, Tower again, and Temperance. So yeah, it's been this tower, whatever this has gone on, it's pushed somebody right to the edge of the sanity. This is like, you know, this has caused some real deep inner work, this is why Strength and the Star are showing. This has or will potentially, I feel actually that this is yet to come for some, so, but this is pushing, look, Temperance, we've got deep healing, moderation, balanced, you know, like 1 foot on the water, 1 foot on the earth. It's like balancing the two worlds. We've also got, with, over here, the King of Cups with the King of Wands. This is like, if you're seeing this and this is what you're going through currently, this is your reassurance that if, you know, like, this is how you're feeling right now. You're all up in your head, sleepless nights, the world's falling down around you, you don't know where you are. It's to bring you this balance. You're going to learn to flow the two things. You know, the balance is going to come. There's going to be a lot of need for healing. Death card at the bottom, transformation. It's like the death of your old way of viewing the world, your old life, and the birth of a new one. This is deep, 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 deep for Scorpio. Let's see, what do we need to know about Strength and the Seven of, let's try and flip. Queen of Pentacles. Let's see, I want to clarify for that, see how that's going to work. I mean, obvious need to ground. Could be a mother figure, somebody that's going to help you. And we've got the Hanged Man and the Six of Swords. Hangman is pause, pull back, surrender, withdraw. It's like surrender, let go. So if you're still kind of fighting this awakening process, well, only by letting go of it are you going to move out of these turbulent times towards the calmer shores, which is what this card is all about. It's about walking away from the difficulties and the hardships towards much calmer, stiller times. So I feel that for someone, this is like, you know, Four of Swords, rest, meditation, recuperation, healing. This is a really, and look again, Seven of Wands. So this is like standing your ground against challenges, but it's also like not blocking things that are trying to come in too, which is what I'm feeling. Sort of somebody's still blocking this awakening and this incoming information, this, you know, they're fighting it, they're resisting it. Not all, but some. But, you know, they're kind of being guided to let go, walk towards peace, like let that guard down, meditate, pull back, heal. This has been a rough journey for somebody, but, you know, Temperance, the Star, Four of Swords, it's all healing, it's all coming, you know, you will get to the end of it, and when you do, we've got the Nine of Cups. So, right, let's get some guidance from the Energy Oracle. Right, so, guidance for Scorpio. Angel of Balance, basically Temperance again. It's moderation, you know, balance. It's learning to operate in this world and the spiritual world. This is why it's like I'm saying, it's been a rough awakening for somebody that maybe been so set in the ways about how things are that the universe has had to throw like everything possible at them to show them the spiritual world, and they're still refusing to see it, so they've had to throw more at them, and more at them, and more at them, because they're just unaware of how to operate in these two worlds. The feeling saying it's not making sense to them why, you know, like how any of this can be real, you know, like they thought they had the world figured out, but this is like really throwing them for a loop. And that's definitely what I'm getting with this. It's like this Angel of Balance it's coming in. It's going to show you how you can operate, or show the person that you're dealing with how they can operate in both worlds. So with that, we've got the Envy card as well, which is somebody who is, you know, like constantly thinking the grass is greener on the other side. There's maybe somebody that's dealing with some ego. I'm going to get a clarifier for that one. Caring connections. I think this is somebody that's dealing with some ego. And they're looking at, they may have kind of lost relationships or things with this, you know, and they're kind of being resentful about it. Almost like, you know, this spiritual awakening's ruined my life type of thing. They're not seeing the silver lining yet because they're still in their ego holding on to it. You need to understand these new caring connections will come in. More people that are aligned with you. There were a lot of breakups at the end of 2019, preparing, you know, for what's coming in 2020. So this could well be somebody that's had a real harsh breakup, that's refusing to understand what's happened to them and why, because they're still maybe gripping onto this person. But it's because this person can't come with you. You've got more that you're destined for. And it will all make sense to you as soon as you let this guard down and allow this balance to come in. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Scorpio. I do hope, whether that's for, if you're struggling with like healing at the moment, I wish you all the best with it, because you know, awakening can be a very, very rough ride, and this feels like an extremely rough one for somebody. So yeah, wish you all the best.